That's an exciting step. Here are some general requirements and things to keep in mind as a first-time home buyer. Keep in mind that specific requirements can vary depending on the lender, the type of loan you're seeking, and any first-time homebuyer programs you might be eligible for. Defining first-time homebuyer. Generally, you're considered a first-time homebuyer if you haven't owned a primary residence in the past 3 years. This definition can be important for certain assistance programs. Some programs also consider you a first-time buyer if you were previously a homeowner with a spouse, but haven't solely owned a home in the last 3 years, or if you are a single parent who jointly owned a home with a former spouse. Financial requirements. Credit score. A good credit score is crucial. For most conventional loans, a minimum score of 620 is typically required. FHA loans, which are often popular with first-time buyers, may allow for lower scores, sometimes as low as 580 with a 3.5% down payment, or even 500 with a 10% down payment. Keep in mind that a higher credit score generally leads to better interest rates and loan terms. Down payment. The amount you'll need for a down payment varies significantly based on the loan type. Conventional loans often require at least 3% down, although some programs may go as low as 1% with grants covering the rest. FHA loans typically require a minimum of 3.5% down if your credit score is 580 or higher. VA and USDA loans may even offer no down payment options for eligible borrowers. Debt-to-income ratio, DTI. Lenders will assess your DTI, which is the percentage of your monthly income that goes toward debt payments, including the new mortgage. A DTI of 43% or lower is generally preferred. Some programs might allow slightly higher ratios depending on other financial strengths. Income and employment history. You'll need to demonstrate a stable income and employment history, typically for the past 2 years. Lenders want to be confident in your ability to repay the mortgage. Savings and assets. Lenders will look at your savings and other assets to ensure you have sufficient funds for the down payment, closing costs, and reserves. Understanding the home buying process. Get pre-approved. Before seriously looking at homes, get pre-approved for a mortgage. This will give you a clear idea of how much you can afford and make you a more competitive buyer. Work with a real estate agent. A good agent can guide you through the process, help you find suitable properties, and negotiate offers. Home inspection. Once your offer is accepted, you'll want to hire a qualified inspector to assess the condition of the property. Appraisal. The lender will require an appraisal to ensure the home's value aligns with the loan amount. Closing costs. Be prepared for closing costs, which can include fees for appraisals, inspections, loan origination, taxes, and insurance. These can amount to 2% to 5% of the home's purchase price. First-time homebuyer programs. Numerous programs exist at the federal, state, and local levels to assist first-time homebuyers. These can include down payment assistance, grants or low-interest loans to help with the down payment and closing costs. Programs like Metro DPA in the Denver Front Range offer such assistance. Special loan programs. FHA, VA, and USDA loans often have more lenient requirements for first-time buyers. Tax credits. Some areas offer tax credits for first-time home buyers. It's essential to research programs available in your area, like those offered by the Colorado Department of Local Affairs or specific city programs like in Longmont, as eligibility requirements and benefits vary. Home buyer education. Many first-time homebuyer programs require you to complete a home buyer education course. These courses can provide valuable information about the home buying process, financing, and home ownership responsibilities. In summary, to be a first-time homeowner, you'll generally need to demonstrate financial stability, good credit, sufficient income, and savings. Understand the home buying process and meet the specific requirements of your chosen loan and any assistance programs you utilize. Since you are in Centennial, Colorado, exploring Colorado-specific first-time homebuyer programs and local down payment assistance options would be a beneficial next step.